Hi everybody. I wanted to make a video announcement for the whole team about a few things. When the supervisors and I were talking last week, we had a really good, rich discussion about dropout risk this time of the year in general in outpatient therapy, as well as the 3 or 4 weeks that clients won't be seen for various reasons. Sometimes there are reasons, but we are closed for 3 weeks in the PSC. So I wanted to cover a few really important things for that and end of semester information. So one of them is, don't forget to turn in your logs, all right? So everybody on the team should be turning in either time to track, which is 4th years and 3rd years especially, but 1st years, you guys should be turning in logs, and 2nd years of your observation, how much time you spent on observation, as well as anything else you've been doing this fall. So make sure those are supposed to come in to me this week, I believe, as what I requested for everybody. So addressing dropout risk, there's a number of things we talked about that I think will be really helpful to everybody. One is, as you go into your final 1 or 2 sessions before you know you're going to have a break, one of the things you want to do is make sure that you emphasize warmth and empathy maybe more than you would at other times. So this is being contextual to what's going on. So you don't want to like really push the client or do things that are going to tear at the relationship a lot right before you head out for 3 weeks. So that may seem obvious, but sometimes it's not clear. So make sure you pay attention to things like just being, really encouraging of them, having a warm relationship with them, communicating that you care about them, maybe even that you're going to miss them, ask them what they're planning to do over the holiday break themselves. If they have any holiday stress that they foresee, which many couples do have holiday stress that adds to their already stress that they're coming in for, you should spend some time with them in the last couple sessions talking about and preparing a plan for how they're going to, not blow up in a big fight with each other and that sort of thing during the break. And then if they see a big fight coming, how they're going to de-escalate it without coming into therapy for a few weeks. So other things is just to recognize that missing 3 weeks in a row or several weeks of therapy is going to affect the flow of treatment, and just kind of asking them how they foresee it to affect the flow. It kind of gets everybody out of the pattern. Then we come back to, short, dark, cold days in January, and sometimes it can be difficult to kind of get back into the pattern of coming in for treatment, which requires some work to do that. So maybe talking to them about that and kind of just predicting it can be really helpful. You might use this time also to kind of highlight the growth that they've had so far with you and to reassess goals with them. So, especially if you've seen them for more than 1 or 2 sessions, like, we've been going for this many sessions, where are you at in terms of your goals for your relationship? What do you think that we still need to be doing? Like where have we gotten so far? And then kind of what are our New Year's resolutions as we return back in January? What do they see as New Year's resolutions? And that can really help them envision it. Also, if you are giving them bridges, if they're part of the bridges study, you are getting feedback on bridges. So you could go over that with them as part of kind of your evaluation of how far they've come before we take this break. And there is a cutoff on the Kansas, which is the 3-item marital satisfaction, and a score of 17 is considered the cutoff point of that. So if they're scoring below 17 or around 17, then they still have a decent amount of distress. And then, of course, the higher they get, 21 is the highest that they can get. So if they're scoring 19, 20, 21, then, they're saying anyway that they're pretty satisfied in their relationship. So you want to have a conversation with them about that perhaps. So the other thing we're going to do is I want to do an email reminder to everybody who's active and coming back in January. So one, I need everybody before you have your final session with your couple to make sure you have scheduled the January meeting. By the way, for all Practica, this is a thing, you double or triple your chances of retaining your client if you do not let them leave without making an appointment for that week of January 14th with you. So don't let them kind of go, oh, I'll call you, we'll get it figured out after the holiday. Don't do that. Just even if they're like, oh, I don't know what my schedule is, go ahead and say, why don't we just schedule something tentatively at least, and let's get it on the books. And then if it turns out that you are not able to make that time because something's changed in your life, we will happily find it, we'll figure it out. for them. So make sure that you have that. But I also need those. If I'm going to do email reminders, then I need that information from everybody. So I'll be expecting that from everybody before you leave for Christmas break. Don't make me chase you down. So I think that's the thing. The reason that I give all this is because with a little bit of work and a little bit of attention, we can reduce our couples dropout rate, which can be significant over such a long holiday that we have. So it does require some attention to make that happen. So, okay, happy holidays, everybody. I'll see you around.